Whew. Test, 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 test. Hello. Hello. Okay, so we are back with Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't like that. The last time previously on Doki Doki Literature Club, um, Sayori got deleted. See, she's all fucked up. She used to be there, but it was really sad. So, and it's not like nobody really knows. Like, nobody knew her. Like, she was at the bottom of the screen, too, with all the little chibi versions, but she's not there anymore. So she's basically been erased. Tragedy. Melancholy. Rain cloud. Atone. Pure. Charm. Together. Crimson. Question. Forgive. Candy. Foxy Brown featuring Khalees. How? You're just sorry. Let's go with color. Color or feather? I'll go with color. Papa. Wasn't she talking about? I think she was talking about Papa. Look at Natsuki bullying fucking Yuri down there. Jesus. Comfort. Cheeks. Hope. Cute. Determination. And tenacious. Hi again, Ayase. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I forgot to mention, there's been glitches, like people have been glitching, and they are very jump scary, so I will curse. Well, speaking of the fucking devil, Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise, Ayase. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ooh! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga selection in the classroom. Monica, I, yeah, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I don't know why I said I'm getting nervous. The fucking music is fucking with me. Alright, manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Ayase. Sorry. I feel like the background is going, like, it's moving. I could be wrong and just freaking out. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Sorry, I'm making sure. Like, for some reason, when I stream this through the PS5, it only shows up as games and demos on Twitch, so I just wanted to fix it really quick. Okay, I read that. Ooh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Ah, fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Sorry if you hear fireworks. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if something... Nope. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of the things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Ah, I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Nope. Natsuki snatches it out of my hands. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I'd never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ayase. Ooh, yay. Don't judge a book KK, don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features four girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Deja vu. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. What's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Ooh, don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. What was the thing? Oh, gotta get my screenshot for the tubes. Okay. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Dot dot dot. You don't? Um, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Sorry, I had to take a big gulp. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Dot. So... Aha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dot. Dot. Lots of dots. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It's like... Nope. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Oh, that... Shit, it scared me. Hey! Oh! Stuff. Stuff. Lots of stuff. Really? Stuff. screenshot for the tubes. Lots of stuff. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Dot, dot, dot. Here. Monica reaches in... Did I say Monka? Ah. Hmm. 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 Okay. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me. She doesn't even finish her set. Nope. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, I say. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? I want to show mine to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. So let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, dot dot dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and maybe go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Dot, dot, dot. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you've never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Simple and to the point. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point in poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Surprise, bitch. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. So some of these interactions have happened before, but they're getting a little different, I guess, with Sayori not around. I mean, and everybody's bugging the fuck out. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Is how that should have been said. It's fine. Don't force yourself. No. It's fine, don't force yourself. Jesus Christ. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Oh, yeah, technically this is like. Okay. Okay, I know where I am now. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, let me before this. Okay, that's so much better. Excuse me. Excuse me. For reading this cursive. Jesus. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. I said that really weird. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. ... I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write nope. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Phew. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, I say. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monica! What up? Hi, Ayase. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. She is so fucking evil. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, I say. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, I say. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Ah ha 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 ha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Ah ha 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 ha. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. So she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. She is a lot. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there any others in this room? Nope. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply... Oh, nope. Are they Nope. Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I think it was a little different from the first one that I read from her. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah ha 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 ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get just a big dark puddle of ink. You'll get just... I said that. So you just move... Nope. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. for today. I don't know what is going on with my vision. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in a notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Ayase did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions. Nope, some suggestions? Some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ayase liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new Maintain. Okay. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ayase appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ayase started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young... You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Ooh. Me? Look who's talking to... Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch? Ooh! Edgy! Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might punch yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Ayase hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Ayase, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. ... Oh. Hi, Natsuki. Oh. Nope. Oh. Okay. Just Natsuki. Just Natsuki. Just Natsuki. Natsuki. Oh. Oh. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Hey, I say. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. Okay, my shoulders were really tensed up for a second. I breathe. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah ha ha ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this ma- if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Ooh, dot dot dot. Ooh, that I jumped and there was no reason, no reason at all. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth and nope. Back and forth? Forth? Yuri? Nope. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her head. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea why. What? Her face do something? I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Ayase, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget it all. Will forget all about it tomorrow. By tomorrow, even. Completely. Dot dot dot. Huh. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Dot dot dot. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just... I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with with Ayase. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna save. You know, I was gonna start, I made different saves. Forgot to mention that too. I made different saves when Sayori was not erased for like different choices. But when Sayori got erased, the save games got erased. So might as well just keep the one. What the fuck? I tried to pick something and I swear it went fucking bananas. I don't know, like, if the highlight, it looked really weird. Oh! Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna use the D-pad. Maybe it's my, the analog stick. Jumpy. Unrestrained. Vanilla. Skirt. Incapable. Laugh. Portrait. Vivacious. Extreme. Dance. Vacation. Whirlwind. Lipstick. Atone. Depression. Landscape. Comfort. Rain cloud. And prayer. Cute little prayer. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. Welcome back, Ayase. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrels still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. Unsurprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I... I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. You can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ayase, don't say those things. Nope. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? ... Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. ... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Oof, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? ... But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ah ha 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 ha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. ... Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are, even. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ah ha 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 ha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ah ha 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 ha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Monica? I want to say Ponica for some reason. Piano, Ponica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Ah ha ha ha. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ayase. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah ha 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 ha. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Mitsuki has already run off into the closet. I say, um, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. Uh, I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ayase? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy. Nope, she sells seashells by the seashore. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind of that challenges you to, nope. It's the kind that challenges you to look at the life from a... Sippy time, sippy cup time, hold. Excuse me. I did not mean to cut the mic in that part. Oh, jeez, whatever. Ha! It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body, something, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Jesus. My whole body just leaped. Oh, my ass cheek. Oh, bitch. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... ha 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 ha. Ha ha. What are you saying? ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. It goes so fucking fast. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Uh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean... Nope. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn that page. Nope. Turn the page. Thing. Oh, here. Oh, okay. For the tubes. Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left... Nope. Take two. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Use take two. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a moment. That's absolutely not what the fuck that said. Oh, she's looking at me now. Jesus. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Nope, we didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ah ha 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 ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Ayase, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Aha! Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? We're gonna go with Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time... Oh, nope. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the word. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of... Why can I not say rhythm? Rhythm. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. You dummy. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message was pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Monica... Hi again, Ayase. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ah ha 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 ha. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I I give my poem to Monica. Dot dot dot. Alright. Great job, I say. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. She said the exact same thing about my last one. Not my last one, my first second poem. You get my drift. She's repeating herself, and I'm using different words. You don't fool me, Monica. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha! Haha. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what, Yuri? Nope. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Monica reads a bitch down. Every single time. Like, this is my friend. This is supposed to be my friend. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our own poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. She's literally like the gayest of men. Ridiculous and cutthroat. Alright. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, assuming beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, squeaking even. Screeching, piercing, sine, 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 cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless. PM of meaningless meningitis. Oh, sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay, that's my advice for today. Jesus Christ. Thanks for listening. Yuri, what up? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? I say, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Ayase. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Ah ha 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 ha. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Ayase? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay. 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 We have no background for this. Maybe you'll get some background fireworks for this one. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 years in a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time, mm, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 years, and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It's a lot. Ah ha 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 ha. It doesn't really matter what's it. Nope, nope, absolutely the fuck not. It doesn't really matter what's. Nope. Again, it doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind is a. Yeah, that one threw me for a loop. Okay. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. So I had to take it out on your pen. Uh, that is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I, um, I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. Ah ha ha ha. I'm okay. What did I just... dot dot dot. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Oh. Um... Do I move the pieces? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come... Nope. Yep. Yep. I had it right, but I'm gonna start it over. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute... Nope. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Ayase joined, and we started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything is noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. The first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why so that's why she... I want to read so fast. So that's why we should all know. Nope. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Even if it's for something. Nope. Even if it's something small. I'm glitching out. I feel like they're infecting me right now. What the fuck? Right, Ayase? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Ayase to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yeah, that was a sentence. Yuri never even talked until Ayase joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Ayase isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions before... Nope, for once. I was gonna say options. Dot dot dot. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Ayase want to get more members too. Right? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... Um... No. Natsuki's right, and nope. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. I asked, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not... Nope. If I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Dot dot dot. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club. In a club, there are other words. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? These aren't... Nope. There aren't many Hold on. You know, as a gay, I do S a lot, but it was getting very suffering succotash just now. All right. there aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Ayase, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. Dot dot dot. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president, and it's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Jesus. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Ayase? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Did something? Oh, she's crying blood. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little bit... Nope. I am... Excuse me, sorry. Whew, foofy foofy. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Ayase? Um, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with the Ayase before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. ... Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Ayase, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Oh, it's darkening. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Sometimes it's like, oh, nope, no, mm-mm. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. Uh, I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, wait, no, not yet, stop it. Okay. So, I'm going to steal a catchphrase from somebody I watch a lot. Milky. Milton C. Pike, who I watch all the time. I'm gonna get up and stretch my ding darn bussy. I will be back in 2 minutes. I'm speaking like there are people out there like watching this. Silly me. I'll be back. Okay. So we still got 2 girls left. We're doing okay, you know. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Still Sayori forever, but we're gonna go heart, sing, meager, headphones, excuse me, kiss, sweet, fluffy, charm, papa, giggle, vertigo. Oh, the numbers are fucked up at the top. Uh-oh. Boop. Essence. Judgment. Contamination. Fickle. Extreme. Journey. Existence. Unstable. So we started off like really kind of in it, like, yeah, we're getting deep. Hi, Ayase. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Oh, God. Is she really late again? I consider as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. ... Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Ah, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, Ayase just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ah ha 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 ha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. ... Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. ... Ah ha 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 ha. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Ayase, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Ayase is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yeah, oh, shit. Okay. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. ... 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're going to the bassy music. It's like in a different room. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be... Nope. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Oh, Jesus Christ. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah, Kia, hey. Ooh! I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Ayase, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Sorry, hold on. My shoulders. Let me breathe for a second. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Phew. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Ayase. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Ayase, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. I don't know what that was. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me... Nope. Yuri hands me my teacup. My teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup in between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. For the tubes. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already told me to focus on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. I say, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. I say... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. I say, "Ooh, my heart won't stop pounding." I say, "I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it?" I say. Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Ooh, why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ha. 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 Okay. Oh, she's looking. Ha. Ha. Oh! It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? We're going to regretfully go with Yuri, because as a straight man, I feel like she's giving me all of the signals, so we're gonna go with her first. Finally, Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. I say, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, I say. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? I feel like her eyeballs just... Okay. Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. So... we're gonna give it a shot. Banaphobo Jerferpo JD Zeneker Zenate Kelsanashin, Finish, Careful, Bassin, Lagged, Bag, Optodan, Master, Miss, Mopsavor, Amsterdam, Easy going, Bezanolo, Responde, Balas, and Reflexious, Papa John's, Persona, Nefremenis, periodically, episodically even, Cookies, Initial D, Least Interbenters, Confidence, Feet to each other, Caller, Computer Phobes, Pinnacle, exotically, over docile, posterior, Bernacana, Brassala, Butter, Diapers, Contour Trades, Blasic Skins, Sad Glasses, Cannoli, Carvenes, Egomaniacal, Baroness, Gallivanted, Sophisticated, Sophard, Oofer, Crumpet, Tapa non-cola, Calapascapo, Tosente, Trebien, Relvente, Revilsership, Outworked, Trappist, Nasa, Naptul, Essential. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And the music doesn't make it that much better. Preposterate, it's like it's so much. I can see words in here. Like there's so many. It's just so out there. Serverless, perforate, parade, flagstones, conceptualize, action, the Ruthlessant, Eterne, Rivis, reproachfulness, Repellescent, Revealer, Bonnet, it's a lot. Pillars, Drugs, Droogs, Allatropes, Forza, Overpacks. I'm literally just looking up and down to see, it's like a crossword. Fucking everybody. Fucking everybody, even. Continuously, Blade, Start, it's gone crazy. Start, Tour, Turn, Shoot, Pain, Assault. Along, Dissolve, Assist, maybe. Absolute, Disgusting. Or could discolo, stakeable, sunstakeable, lust, continue tour, I'm near the bottom now, unreleased, you're released, tension, experienced by entire body, third eye, draw closer, third eye's drawing closer. Oh, fuck! Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In any case you couldn't tell, the poem is about more importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Ooh. ... I think I'm going to vomit. Who should I show my poem to next? Atsuki! Hey girl. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Oh, gross. Not the... Oh. I'm saying gross like I'm reading it, but I'm saying like, oh shit, I gave my poem to Yuri and like I can't share it with anybody. What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Okay, I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to just ignore it. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh, Natsuki. Oh, fuck. She knows. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, I say? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Just Monica. Ayase, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's suppressed or anything like that. I think she just gets I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, nope. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to all of you. Nope. She is. She makes me so eerie, nervous, unnerved. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I've worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's, effective. Here goes. Oh, geez, that really startled me. Um, well, I guess I kind of messed up at, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Yes, things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I've read that before, and I believe maybe like Natsuki probably wrote it. Alright. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnated air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Ayase? Ayase is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my test is laborious? Laboratory? Didi, get out of my laboratory. My test is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. I've never used that word in my life. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Ayase around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Ayase decide Okay, then why not let Ayase decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Ayase make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Ayase, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Ooh, it's getting... Ooh, for God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Gurgle, gurgle, shurma, shama, kala, mala, gaga. Monica, yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Ayase for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Ayase away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Ayase, Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Ayase, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Ah, ah, wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with I added in there. That's laughing. It's losing me. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I try stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Ayase. I have to tell you. I- I'm I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Ayase, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will only, nope, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Ayase. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Yes, I do, of course. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Oh, Urgus Burgers. Oh my god. Kama kana shaka. Lots of symbols and stuff. My shoulders are really tense right now. Copyright symbols. Symbols, lots of symbols for the tubes. Lots of symbols. Lots of symbols. Ooh, yeah, we love those symbols. Something's happening, and I feel like she's trying to communicate with me, and Monica's not allowing her to. Or I could have just, did the Sayori thing, and I should have just held my feelings back and said no, but then, like, she probably would have lost her fucking mind anyway, and then did this. I don't know. I feel like there's really no wrong choice. You know what? There it is. There it is, Doki Doki Literature Club. There's no wrong fucking choice. It's just Monica. Just Monica. It's just symbols, and I honestly feel like Yuri's trying to say something to me, but it's just not coming out. There's no words in here. I'm just pressing X at this point. Like, does it want me to skip? Like, I don't want to skip anything. That's fucked up. Wow. Oops. Wait. I love. Wait. What is this? None. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make the dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful blonde of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive munch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things that I love. It just goes on and on. Wait. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club, that's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and become a more intimate place from them. But I can tell that you're already sweet. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Jesus. Any anything different? No. I'm so sorry, Yuri. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm so sorry, Yuri. Anything different? No. Does it just stay like this? We're gonna go around again. Alright. It's not that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I didn't mean to save over there. I think something's happening to her eyes. They're losing color. I'm just going to let it skip. I'm going to take a little sippy and hopefully nothing jumps out at me. Fuck. Oh, 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 okay. Oh, hello? Okay. Oh, fuck. Urga Schwerger was what that was on. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't scream like that. Ah! Oh! That Zuki runs away. Dot, dot, dot. I'm here. Ayase, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Dot, dot, dot. Aha! Ah ha 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 ha. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Ayase? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Atsuki, they're gone. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from Margaret's tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. Okay, I was thinking there was something in the original. I think they made you like they close out the game and they made you like physically go into the files to delete the characters yourself. So I was wondering how, excuse me, I was wondering how they were gonna pull that off. So I guess this might just be it. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hello? Ooh. Oofy foofy. Can you hear me? Is it working? Moshi moshi? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Ayase. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and, um... Ah ha ha ha. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Ayase. Or do you actually go by Lover's Arcana or something? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you nope, that was not a sentence. Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Ah ha 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 ha. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with nope. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Ayase? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Ayase. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to just understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Ayase. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world... Nope. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. I was gonna say gay. I was gonna say gay. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Ayase. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, How could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird Nope. It must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's just all some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Ayase, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Ayase, will you go out with me? I mean, well, yeah, sure. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Ayase. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Aha! Aha! There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Ayase. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Ahaha, ahaha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only a way to find out, right? Just Monica. It's all gone. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Onik, Egogus, Oya, Anika, Ina, Nie, Uni, Unya, Danica, Manka, Manik, Monia, Ika, Monk, Mork, Money, Moab, Man, Futunia. Oik, Oib, Eonic, Monia. What have I not used yet? Yeah, she loves it. She's gonna love her. Hi again, Ayase. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ayase, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our fantasies, of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way, and a world of infinite choices will hold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all of my heart Nope. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be a part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. Did I read that right? Like that would help the two of us end up together. Yeah, I did. Okay. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Ayase? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm just smiling awkwardly over here, looking around, looking at the clouds outside, looking at her. She had nothing. I am pressing all of the buttons. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Same. Just Monica. Oh, that wasn't... I was like, if she jumps out of this chair and then the fucking text thing popped up and scared the shit out of me, like a little pussy. I really like the sound of the rain. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet though, but a nice, quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah, sometimes imagine you holding me with... Nope. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of rain outside, of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me, Ayase? Of course. I actually really prefer... Nope. We don't prefer anything. I like hearing the rain outside when I go to sleep. So, I like that, Monica. That's cool. We can do that. Ayase, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. I mean, it's making shit. I can't read for shit, apparently, out loud. Not today, not yesterday, not the day before. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get a good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. I really do need to start reading more. Monica made me realize. What an epiphany. Oh, Monica. It's like looking through my soul. Hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? I don't mean like nope, nope, nope. I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to the whole mess. What? Is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care about... Nope, I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird. Like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species, if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together, and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. I'm just not a big vegetable person at all. It's not my favorite. I really tried, and I was like force fed when I was younger. Like, shoveled it in my mouth. But, what you had on your plate you had to eat, and I ate, and I didn't really like it. But what are you gonna do? What am I gonna do, Monica? It kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but almost get nothing for it. Like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. I mean, she's making points. Valid points. But she's like, how is she real? And like, though how did she get here? How did she become the game master, Monica? What is your secret? Give me your secret. I say, would you ever introduce? Nope. I say, would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off your relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same. Nope. I hope it's the same the other way around, too. Yeah. I feel the same exact way, Monica. But I kind of want to blow this popsicle stand. Yeah, I mean. Like you're pretty and stuff. Do you ever just feel like there's Nope. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in, like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is to just be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately, striving to pay back my life happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Ah ha 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 ha. I mean, I actually get her way of thinking is a little extreme, but I mine, I mine. I mean, you don't really want to like live your life doing nothing. Like everybody wants to make their stamp on something. a little stamp. I wouldn't mind. I don't need a big stamp, just a little stamp. Just a little stamp. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got the chance. Nope. I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Forever, ever. Monica, I know your hands are sore. Like your fingers, your phalanges. She's just so satisfied. Looking at me. I don't think I could even look at myself for this long. Who am I kidding? I always look at myself for this long. Let's go, Monica. Keep it pushing. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Jesus. You coming from my gig now, Monica. Social media can practically be a prison. Be like a prison, even. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Ayase. That's sweet. You can't tell me she doesn't care. Now she got my hands clasped, looking at her. I'm not really a fan of the cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. Really? When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. Bitch, we were just talking about not being on our phones. Because you be on that phone. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cool drink. Cool drink. The cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although, I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Ah ha 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 ha. I prefer cold. I don't like to be sweaty. So, I'm guessing weather this time. Oh, well, no. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. Ah ha 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 ha. And of course we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Ayase. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. I'm pressing everything but the, oops, my bad. I'm pressing everything but the, oops, okay. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. I mean, I didn't say it. I'm just gonna assume that was a firework that went off in my ear. Had me a little jumpy. Hey, have you ever heard of the Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you when she started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go, or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Yandere. I think I say that right. The weeb that I am, yandere. Ara. Hey, what's your favorite color? Mine is emerald green. It's the color of my eyes. That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's a part of my identity. Does it happen to also be... Nope. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, I say? It's just a guess. Because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. What the fuck am I else? Jesus, Monica. She's like infecting me. I'm just gonna blame Monica for when I make typos with my voice. Like, I can't do shit. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file into a flash drive or something, you can always keep me a part of you. Nope. You can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I'm sure somebody's already done it. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. I do wonder, like, what her character file is like on PC. Like, if you try to delete it, like, is it locked or something like that? Monica, you got a bed in here? Not like that. I'm fucking tired. She can watch me sleep. It's like, do I get up and leave the room? Like, can she actually see me? Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Can I like, I don't wanna, there's no point in saving anymore, I'm not going anywhere. No, we won't do that. Or if you start thinking about how awful, did I read that last part? Hold on, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel nope. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me, and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Pow-pow, pow-pow, pow-pow. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out, having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Ah ha ha ha. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me, but a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Alright, I'm standing up. I just need to sit up. You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk that they play on the radio. Or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they would come up with. I keep on adding words to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Okay, Monica, you're starting to creep me out, girl. I'm starting to get hungry. I don't even know if she, like, eats. Her like just looking at me satiates her. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like, you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they just were wearing a shirt. Nope. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it, and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking at... I threw... No. I threw myself off because I clicked my tongue. I do that a lot. Hopefully you can't hear it that much. Besides that. Okay. Yes, Monica. Um, it feels like you're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life, but you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off? I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world, even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? Ah ha 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 ha. I'm just in the situation where I feel like I just need to keep talking. Well, I'm not even talking, but I'm just reading what she's saying. Like I can't even skip anything like with Yuri. So I just feel like I need to sit with her. Like I can't delete her. I don't even know how to. Should I like exit? You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. It really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. It's not even like she hasn't repeated herself yet. Like she's really saying new things. So it's like, eh? Did you say kiss? This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing. But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Ah ha ha ha. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turns you on a little bit. Ah ha ha. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret. Okay. I feel like I'm at the cusp of something. Just a little more. She's almost there. Almost. Until she starts talking about like fucking veggies again. Hey, do you like horror? I remember. I remember. I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares, and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But shit, 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 shut. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like, if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like, they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Ha ha ha. Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. She basically just read herself for filth in this game. I love it. I'm not a big visual novel person, but you slap some horror on there, I'm in there. I'm in it. I'm in it. This wasn't as, like, jump scary as I thought it was gonna be, even though I was completely shook. This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoys spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, right? I guess? Yeah, right? Yeah, I guess? Ah ha 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 ha! It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. Ah ha ha ha! I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. No! You're not weird at all, Monica. Not weird at all. Just chilling at the end of the universe. Nothing to see here. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. Ah ha ha ha. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Suki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Ah ha. Let me out. Let me out of this hell. Is this hell? Let me out. I'm pressing all of the buttons. She hates me though. I mean, she loves me. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel? Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Did she blink? Or did I blink? I think I blinked. Oh my god, this is throwing me off. Just rubbed my eyes thoroughly. I'm pressing buttons again. It's not doing anything. You know, it's funny, because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that, but being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. Alright, Monica. Like, the only other way I can think about getting out of this is ending the game. But then if I end the game, my stream automatically ends, and I don't want to have to do that because I feel like I'm at the bitter fucking end with this. I just want to close it out. Monica. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called. It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Haha, sorry. Just forget I said anything. The Book of Markov? Portrait of Markov? Why don't you like the Portrait of Markov, Monica? You know, it's around the time that everyone in my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all those students... nope. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job offer after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to the demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. Nope. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with knowledge we need. Nope. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. She ain't wrong. Monica over here spitting facts. Hello, Monica. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough, but I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, Ayase. I'm gonna try to go into settings on the next thing. And just see if I can, like, exit. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, okay. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school, too. Wait a minute. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school, too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is Little Monty X3. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. Ah ha 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 ha. We can make that all the way. I could have, but I'm scared it's just gonna, like, I don't know. I'm scared if I don't sit here, she's just gonna, like, fuck with it. Because she hasn't, like, repeated herself yet. When she starts, like, repeating herself, which, I mean, they could have added so many fucking voice lines to this. Or not even voice lines, but text lines to this. It always seems like... Oh, it always seems like she's on the cusp of something. But then it goes away. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Ayase. I can't imagine I haven't been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. Aha! But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry. Do that again. Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people, even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted. You... And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out, after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you could really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. So, we've been sitting here with Monica for 30 minutes, I would say, maybe like 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'ma just, you know what? I'm not gonna even think about it. Yep. Oh shit. Dot dot dot. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping these would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now where was I? Doing it again. There's pictures. Did I unlock anything else? Oh, there's poems. CGs. Oh, I don't have all of those yet. There's secrets. Backgrounds. There's different music. Alright. You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could Nope. So if you could try to avoid that... No, no. No, Monica. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm, aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Now, where was I? Goodbye! Hi, Ayase. I see you put the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please not try... I cannot get this out. Monica, I am finishing this fucking game. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should try... Nope, maybe you should make a backup of it or something. If you find the game files in some kind of file browser, I should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? No, I don't think I will. Oh. Delete. Yes. She's gone. She's gone. I got rid of her. Oh. Hi, Ayase. Oh! What's happening? Ayase, what's happening to me? It hurts. So I could have done that the whole fucking time. It hurts so much. Help me, Ayase. Uh-oh. Please hurry and help me. She doesn't exist. That's really loud. Monica does not exist. Did you do this to me, Ayase? Did you? Did you delete me? Oh, she's mad. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Ayase. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Damn. Ayase, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Whatever the Doki Doki Literature Club intro theme goes like. I was about to do the clown music. ... I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... ... I've made up my mind. Ayase, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you... ... Then... Ergershmergershum. Bum 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 bum. Doki! Monica is gone! Ding dong, the witch is dead. It's an ordinary school day like any of them. It's an ordinary school day. Can I save my game? Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Ayase. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Ayase, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. To say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ayase, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she started a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Ooh, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recalled the number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ayase? What are you doing here? Well, I glanced around the room. Huh. So you're the Ayase that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ayase. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Ayase, don't tell me you're... That's right, the club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can be... nope. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Phew, phew, phew. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, ah? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So I asked, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey Yuri. Eh? Well, about, the first thing you said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So, if Yase wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Ayase? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? Dot dot dot. I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Eh? I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize... Dot dot dot. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider stating a novel. So if you're willing considering... So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Ayase. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Ayase. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Ayase. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Ayase. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all of the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad, but none of that matters anymore. It's just us now, and you made me the happiest girl in the world, whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Oof. Forever and ever. Foreve. No. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Ah. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Ayase. Goodbye, Literature Club. Ergerschmerger.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. Um, so you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Did I do it?
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found every fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality,
Hey, that's me!
if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Error. Required files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset to repair and reset the virtual machine. Jesus. So. Oh. I see. Oh, that is okay. So all in all, that was Doki Doki Literature Club. I guess the way I went, I got some Sayori stuff and some Yuri stuff. Yeah, I didn't really get anything Natsuki or Monica, so there's a lot more to unlock, which I might do like off stream, because I mean, there is no fucking way I'm reading all that shit ever again. Unless it's like, I'll do like maybe a side story, like when I get to them sometime, but until then, that was Doki Doki Literature Club. Thank God I finally got to play it so I can like look back on things I, you know, glossed over because I knew I was going to play it one day and I didn't want to spoil myself even though I knew it was Monica the entire time. But to be honest, she made it very fucking clear from the very beginning. Just Monica.